The Catcher in the Rye, chapters 1 to 9. Introduction. The book tells about a teenager called Holden Caulfield who is suffering with the adverse effects of being an adolescent, and by that he does not feel happy with his life. He says he's going to tell what happened during the last Christmas. He starts telling from Pansy Prep, a school where he currently studied, filled with wealthy but crooked students. The most important events in these chapters take place during the day Holden left Pansy, the school where he studied. He was kicked out because he flunked 4 subjects and wasn't applying himself. All thought his parents were called up to warn him, but he remained being flunked. Characters. Holden Caulfield is the main character of the story, a 16-year-old teenager who currently studies in an internship called Pansy. He had been to 4 other schools before, which he left because he did not like the people at all. He's featured like a rebel boy who thinks the people who surround him are rotten, and he doesn't trust them. He also feels unique, he feels he has no place, and that's why he criticizes everything and does not like things like movies that are common in the society. Ward Stradlater is also a Pansy student and Holden's roommate. He's a very handsome and good-looking guy, but also very vain. He's also described as conceited and is not interested in other people's feelings. Otherwise, he's interested in having sex and those kinds of things. By the other side, it's Robert Akeley, another Pansy student who is described as an annoying young teenager who has a terrible personal hygiene, is Catholic, and is very unpopular. Not many people like him, and at the same time he acts like he disliked other people, for example with Holden and Stradlater. These 2 characters are meaningful because they show the relations Holden has with other people, because they are a sample, its behavior is a sample that Holden's ideas are true. They support the idea Holden has that the society, specifically the adolescents around him, are horrible. There is also Mr. Spencer, the history teacher at Pansy, who has a terrible physical condition specific on his posture. He talks to Holden and makes him feel bad for flunking at school, and tries to motivate Holden to change and to be concerned about his future. We could say his appearance show how Holden is lost in life. And Mrs. Morrow is an attractive middle-aged woman and the mother of Ernest Morrow, another student of Pansy. She met Holden on a train, and he found her polite and pleasant and invited her to take a cocktail. Storyline. The day Holden left Pansy, in the afternoon, the Pansy football team was playing the last game of the year, and everybody was watching it but Holden. Because he had just came back from New York, he was tired and he wanted to say goodbye to old Spencer, his history teacher. He ran and arrived at the house from old Spencer. They started talking about life and that Holden was not coming back. But soon, Spencer started talking about how Holden flunked the history subject because he had no knowledge about the topics, for example the Egyptians. Right after he read a poorly done and short essay written by Holden, together with a note Holden had written, which said he didn't know anything about the Egyptians and he didn't want Spencer to feel bad for flunking him. All this was for making Holden feel bad. Holden was hating him for that and made an excuse to leave. Before leaving, Spencer hinted him to be concerned about his future, but Holden answered he shouldn't worry about him, that he would be fine. Later in the afternoon, Holden was horsing around with Robert Akeley, but suddenly Holden's roommate, Ward Stradlater, came into the room and asked Holden if he could borrow his coat, because he was going out on a date. Stradlater went down to the washbowl for shaving his beard. Holden sat next to him, and after a while Stradlater asked Holden to write a composition for him, about something that could be very descriptive, because besides the date, he had more work. Holden was thinking about it until Strutt later told him his date was Jane Gallagher, a girl Holden knew from his childhood and he liked. Holden started telling Strutt later everything about Jane, for example that they played checkers together all the time, but Strutt later didn't seem interested. Holden finally accepts writing the composition and asks Strutt later to send Jane his regards. Late in the night, after dinner, Strutt later came back from the date. Strutt later got furious with Holden after he read the composition Holden wrote and saw it was written about Holden's brother baseball glove and not about something else descriptive, like a room. Right next, Holden throws it away to the can. After a while, Holden started asking Strutt later about the date. He told Holden he borrowed Ed Banky's car and he sat with Jane in there. Immediately, Holden thought Strutt later had taken advantage from Jane. Holden intends to hurt him, but instead he fell on the floor, and Strutt later put his knees on the chest for hurting him. For the next minutes, Holden called him a moron, which riled him, and after he got up, Strutt later hit him all over his face and let his nose on bleeding. Holden decided to leave Pansy after he visited Akeley and had a confrontation with him too. So he decided to take a train to New York and stay in a hotel until Wednesday, that his parents would come and pick him up. In the train, a woman who sat next to him turned to be Ernest Morrow's mother, a Pansy student Holden hated. She identified the Pansy sticker at Holden's suitcase. Holden said he was called Rudolf Schmidt, and they talked long about Ernest, the life at Pansy, etc. Mrs. Morrow wanted to know why Holden had gone from Pansy before Christmas vacation started, which he answered it was due to a little tumor he had on his brain. And later she got off. Once he arrived at New York, Holden took a taxi to Edmond's hotel. There, he saw through the window a lot of crazy things, like a man getting dressed on female clothes. He wanted to call someone to report he was in New York. He thought on many people, for example Jane Gallagher's mother, but at the end he called Faith Cavendish, a stripper he had met in a party in Princeton from a friend of him called Eddie Bearsell. He called her and told her he was a friend of Eddie Bearsell and invited her to drink a cocktail, but she declined it politely. And then Holden didn't know what to do then. There is a main conflict that is presented in this 3 chapters sequence. And after the events mentioned previously, we can identify the main conflict is the struggle with the changes Holden faces when he's becoming an adolescent and his relationship with others. We can see he feels lost, he feels he has no place among the other teenagers, and that causes him bad relations with other people because the regular adolescent's behavior disgusts him. All previous makes him have a negative perception of everything. For example, from the prep, from Strutt later intending to have sex with Jane, etc. That also makes him act impulsively and anger. For example, when he wanted to hit Strutt later, or when he decided to run away from Pansy. That is the main conflict of these chapters because that caused many of the most important events that take place during these chapters. That was everything for today. Thank you very much.